Welcome back to the D4 channel. It seems like it's been forever, and my monetization status has told me it's been forever.
Hurry up!
Because it's saying you haven't posted 3 videos in like a week or something. I'm like, I'm more than a week. Once
you
maybe.
get banned.
Listen, we won't.
Send into the shadow.
We won't get banned if you're sticking to the Hamtainment channel. I've been hooping crazy on that channel, so slide there.
Make sure to subscribe.
Subscribe, but we gonna be hooping, hopefully, very, very much so for the D4 channel. One of the topics that we will be talking about today, Star Wars Zero Company, is coming out soon, so you will see that on the D4 Gaming channel, and I'll probably put the I'll make some shorts to put on this channel as well, the news channel, just so you guys can have it from everywhere. And I will be streaming it on Hamtainment, so it'll be on Hamtainment. The VOD will be also on the gaming channel for the D4, and you'll also get the fun little cuts for shorts in this channel right here. But today we're going to be talking about Ahsoka Tano, the greatest Jedi of all time, depending on who you're talking to. Season 2 trailer just came out. We're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss Ian McGregor, whether he's going to be in Ahsoka Season 2 or not, and his crazy comments about Hera Syndulla. It's a doozy. It's crazy. Whatever. We're going to talk about also Ryan Gosling. He finally got a new name for Starfighter. And D4 is going to update us on George Lucas and his great comments.
Kind of old news, but you know what?
It's old news, but it's new to me, and it's new to you who are watching, who probably don't know that you're tuning into this crazy old coot talking about AI. But we're also going to talk about, before we get to talk about the Ahsoka trailer, D4, what do they gotta do for us?
You gotta make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you hit it right.
Hit it right. Don't miss it. Don't click on another button. Hit it right. Mm-hmm. They gotta have the little vibration, little vibration on it. So hit it right, please. Comment. We answer all your comments. Say hi. Say bye. Say you're trash. Say
good morning.
Say good morning. Say good night. Whatever you want to say it to the D4 channel. I was gonna say, how are you doing? Tell the people how you're doing so far, D4, before we get started. Yes, you're very important. Yes,
I've been sleeping.
Infinite Tsukuyomi?
Yeah,
we're watching.
I've just been sleeping a lot.
We're watching Naruto, and she's gotten to the part where Madara puts everybody in the filler genjutsu, and she's loving it. She's loving
filler.
It. So she loves filler, and she loves sleeping. But I'm glad you're doing good, D4. Are you happy to be back?
Back in this podcast? I mean, we have to come back.
If she said no, then she would.
No.
I would have kicked her out.
I never wanted to come back.
I would have kicked her out and said, hey, you know what? I'm doing this by my damn self.
Actually, I don't want it.
You know what? Get out. Get out. No, I love her. I love that she's here, and I love doing this with her. I really do miss this. But we're going to try to make this like a weekly thing that I'm really locked in. Little deep dive into my life. Me and my brother are on my own. My mom and my little brother left. So I'm sick of listening to people. I'm sick of jobs. I'm sick of bosses. I mean, I still got one, but like...
maybe don't say that.
I love every boss and job that I have.
There you go. Just beat the...
But if you want me to do this full time, again, it's up to you guys. If you want me to do this full time, like you never want me to take breaks, you want me to post, subscribe, like, comment, get us monetized so I can make this a full time thing so I can be with y'all every week for the rest of my life. Not your life, my life. Which, who knows how long that's going to be. But
that sounded mildly threatening.
It's not threatening because like we see in Ahsoka Season 2 trailer, which is a great segue, we know that life is eternal if you become a Force Ghost like Sky Guy, which he's all over. In fact, we're not going to call this Ahsoka Season 2. We're going to call it Anakin Skywalker
because
Season
that's the
1.
thumbnails. Tell me how it's called Ahsoka, but every person's thumbnail is Anakin.
Guys,
tell me how that makes sense.
I understand, right? As a YouTuber myself, I understand that you want to make the best thumbnail possible to attract people who may not be subscribed to your channel, which the crazy part is a lot of the thumbnails I saw were people that you have thousands, almost millions of followers. People are going to see your shit regardless. Guys, no one will make thumbnails. Like, I understand, right? That we saw him as a Force Ghost in Season 1. Yeah. And I understand that that's not a big secret. But it's a trailer reaction. You put him, you put Thrawn, you put him all over your thumbnail. So it already tells me like, well, Anakin Force Ghost is gonna be in
Thrawn
this.
was fine because we already knew.
Yeah, Thrawn was fine. Like he's not dead. We knew he's gonna come back and make this whole war thing that we saw in the trailer. But Anakin, we didn't know if he's gonna come back as a voice. We didn't know if Hayden Christensen was gonna come back as Force Ghost. Now we all very much assumed that. We all probably likely knew that he was coming back for season 2, but. Like, guys, come on. It's Ahsoka season 2. Put Ahsoka, Ezra.
Barely anyone puts Ahsoka in a thumbnail.
No. She's like
anyone.
She's like the afterthought. And the trailer kind of showed it that way too because it starts with his
the trailer to be fair did her a bit dirty.
It did her a bit dirty because like I hope we get a second one where it's more focused on like what's going on in her head. But what we're seeing, we're gonna get flashbacks of them in the Clone Wars. We saw a cool shot of them fighting this Jedi with a weird double-bladed lightsaber. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe he's like Pong Krell, where he's like, I'm leaving, and the council took the two only Jedi who are working, saying, you're going to come there, and you're gonna arrest him, which I'm like, I don't know why you're, like, there's 10,000 Jedi. Like, why is it just these two all the time? These two Jedi all the time fighting this random Jedi. Also, we're going to get to Obi-Wan. Do you think we're going to see Obi-Wan in season 2? In his Clone Wars getup?
I think so.
Give it a percentage. How much percentage do you think is going to happen?
I'm going to give it a good 40%.
40%?
Yeah.
40?
That's pretty high.
I'm giving it like 80.
Damn.
I'm giving like 80, bro. He gonna be in this show, bro. 80, cause we're gonna do flashback of the Clone Wars because I think Hayden Christensen also said that he wants to do a live action Clone Wars. I don't know what that would be, but it's an 80% chance you're seeing Obi-Wan.
See, it's a high 40.
A high 40?
Yeah, high 40.
What that mean?
It's a 40% chance, but it's high 40.
Guys,
it makes sense. Trust.
If you think that makes sense, comment. Cause I don't know what that means. I think I know what you're talking about. But then just give it 80. Your high 40% is 80%.
Fine, I'll give it 60.
66 at least. Make it canon. 66%.
Okay, 66%.
All right, that's better.
Yeah.
Because I think we're going to see Ahsoka. Now, we don't know how much backstory we're going to get from them. We don't know if that's going to be a whole episode of them in the Clone Wars. It was in like a snowy planet, and they were wearing like the snow gear that they wore in a couple episodes with that Op Pantoran. But I think we're gonna get at least a clip of Obi-Wan talking to them, or maybe them on an adventure. Cause I don't know how much backstory we're gonna get or flashbacks, but I know it has to pertain to the story that's happening. And as far as I know, Ahsoka's trapped with Sabine on the witch planet. Thrawn is free in the galaxy, announcing war. Ezra, Bridger, Hera, and them are with the New Republic. And our heroes, mainly Ahsoka, is trying to, one, stop Baylan Skoll, which I'm assuming he's doing something with the father, son, and daughter type of thing, the Force gods, yeah. And
leave them alone.
Please leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
Also, do you mess with this theory? I think that Ahsoka will become the daughter. I think that Anakin somehow, even though he's a Force ghost, will become like the father. And I think the son will be Baylan Skoll. They will replace the 3 Force gods in that. I don't know what the role of the Force gods was. They said keep balance of the Force or whatever the hell that means. I think they're going to replace those figureheads and be like that.
Wow, that is... I'm your father taken way seriously.
Yes.
Jesus.
That's what I think. Because remember in Rise of Skywalker, we hear her voice, which is all the dead Jedi voices when Rey's about to die. But I think she's gonna be more than that. Cause remember the daughter's life force was used to revive her when she died in that arc.
She was there.
And the bird always follows her. The daughter's spirit animal is always there. I think that's what's gonna happen.
That is a crazy theory.
That is my theory for that. Do you mess with that theory?
Maybe something similar sounds. I mean, it's not. You know. Maybe. Are you trying to?
I'm mind tricking you. Will believe in this theory.
You know, maybe.
We'll start with
maybe a low 40.
Wow. just your number there, 40%. So the low 40% that she's gonna be the daughter.
You want me to give it a high 40?
Yes, I want you to give it a high 40. At least give it a high 40.
A high 40.
The high 40% that it will happen. I think it's a 60% chance that'll happen. It'd be cool because in the end of the trailer, she's finding droids, what I believe, in this like diagram that looks like the world between worlds. Yeah. So I know we're gonna play with that again. We saw the statues of the father and the son. I think the daughter's head was cut off, if I remember correctly. Sorry. Yeah, it was a while. So I already watched season 1. So remind me in the comments which head was cut off. But Baylan is trying to find the power that can end all wars. Whatever the hell that means. Yeah, and I think even Anakin mentions it in the trailer that this is a power that can end wars. So what do you think?
The infinite Tsukiyomi.
He might be looking for the infinite Tsukiyomi.
So it's going to turn into Naruto.
So he's going to make everyone dream?
Yeah.
But, but in Star Wars, though, like, everyone's going to dream of war, though. Thrawn going to dream of war. Ahsoka, even though she can't help it, she's only known war. She going to dream of being in war. She going to dream about war, but the clones didn't execute Order 66. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's a dream.
That's a dream. That she's still going to be in the Clone Wars, but the clones never betrayed her, and everything end up being honky dory. They're all going to dream about war, bro. You can't escape war in this damn. I don't think Infinite Tsukiyomi will work in this land.
Damn.
So I don't think they're dreaming. I think. No, we're not cooking. No, we're not cooking. I think. Actually, I don't know what I think, to be honest, because now I think because the world between worlds it alters time.
I think trying to make logic out of the world between worlds is impossible.
No, you're correct.
I don't think that you can make logic out of that.
Because Palpatine, I even bought a new book. It's right behind you. It's the Secrets of the Sith. It's the one on the far right.
The one in red text.
Yeah, the one in black and red text. That's a new book from the old books they used to do, and it's basically like Palpatine's little thoughts on certain things in the
his
canon.
Little diary.
Pretty much, yeah, kind of, because the Jedi one is Luke's, and then the Sith one's his. And in there, he mentions the world between worlds, and he basically said like, if I could access it, I can control the universe. So I don't know what that means exactly.
I don't think
Yeah, B1 doesn't know what it means.
I think that's the answer. I don't think we're supposed to know.
We're not supposed to know, and that we'll find out. But what do you think it could mean?
Infinite power.
Hello? Who is this?
Ultimate power.
But what does that look like? These are the deep questions that you thought you would ask. What is infinite power for a Force user?
Can you tell we just watched Naruto?
Yes. What does that look like, D4? Like in your head, if you're a Force user, right, and you're trying to end all wars with this mystical power and thing that can control all of time and space, what would infinite power look like to you?
I'm God.
You've lost your mind. It's like you've got some kind of God complex.
Well, that's in a little secret, Ryan. I haven't got a God complex. I am God! Thunder!
How did you do that?
Lucky coincidence!
And as a God, what could you do?
Everything.
Your father was an average fighter, Kakarot, but he was a brilliant scientist.
So ending wars. Great analysis from our brilliant scientists.
Bro, I'm like Bardock. I'm a brilliant scientist.
We're gonna go on a little sidetrack.
40%, low 40%.
Because she's doing mathematician. We're gonna go on a little hijinks here. So we at Naruto Bistro, right? With our friend, her man, Sydney.
Oh, Jesus.
We're gonna let him go.
Why are you doxing?
All right, Mr. Sir Tape, whatever he wants to call it, the brilliant scientist, right? So he pulls up this thing, right? He tells me that Bardock's a brilliant scientist. Now I'm looking at him, he looking at me. Anybody who's watching this channel, you know we've seen Bardock's backstory a bajillion times. We played his backstory a bajillion times. We know it back to front, both canon and legend. When this man tell me that this man is a brilliant scientist, I'm like, you and me both watch Dragon Ball. We know that this man is a low-class sand warrior. Ain't no way in the title it says brilliant or scientist. First of all, this is the man who was on the brink of death. Yeah. And his greatest idea was, I'm going to fly into space. I'm a low-class word, by the way. I'm going to fly into space. Frieza and his armadas out there. Frieza, the emperor of the universe at the time. The emperor of the universe. Landlord, yeah. The landlord. I'm pretty sure someone scanned his power level and it showed to be like 1,000,000 something. Remember, Bardock's power level was 10,000. Now, I'm not no brilliant scientist, but I think 1,000,000 is way bigger than 10,000. Am I correct? I'm going to 100 say yeah.
Low 40%.
Yeah, I'm going to low 40% chance. So this man Brad is going to go fight dying in space as many people as he can. Go to Frieza, the low-class world with no help, by the way, and shoot one of his most powerful beams just to be swallowed up by his Death Ball Sun bomb and be tossed into Planet Vegeta and blows up. And it gets better than that. In the Legends, he gets tossed back into time, where he becomes, I agree, where he becomes the legendary Super Saiyan. He proceeds to beat Frieza's grandfather. And instead of killing him, he told them, go back and spread this legend to your family. Ergo, he's the reason why Frieza is afraid of Saiyans in the first place and caused the destruction of his planet. This is the brilliant science, by the way. And the clip is from a weird dub, probably somewhere in Romania, one of those random-ass countries. It's not the dub that we know, the English dub that we know. When Vegeta's fighting Goku, and he puts the ball in his hand to make the moon into the air because Piccolo blew up the moon a couple months ago because Gohan crashed out. He said, your father made this because he's a brilliant scientist. By the way, Bardock, whose job was real estate, was to go to each planet and massacre them for Frieza. When he goes to his planet, he goes as a person and camps out at night to wait for the moon to come up and then transforms to ape to do more massacre and then goes back to human. Not once has he ever shown that he had the ability to create the moon in his hands and toss it here. So when this guy, Mr. Sir Tape, came here with this nonsense trying to rage bait me, and I've been on that rage bait, tell me that this man is a freaking brilliant scientist, and his face looking so as dead ass as Itachi as a kid wondering what life and death mean. I had to crash out, bro. I had to take the rage bit because this man got me hot. That a little sidetrack from this. A little. A little. I mean, we talking about Star Wars, but I just had to get this off my chest on this podcast because
this is the anything but Star Wars.
Anything. This is Ahsoka trailer. Listen,
see, we're doing it again. Even in Ahsoka's freaking trailer or discussion, we're not talking about Ahsoka.
Because Ahsoka's not important. Because if Lucasfilm wants to tell me Ahsoka's not important, then we're gonna say Ahsoka's not important. I mean, I dig the trailer. Back on topic. I dig the trailer. It's really good. It showed me everything. Zeb got a big hug from Ezra. We love that.
Yeah, that was so cute.
We love that. That's so cute. He got his big movie debut. We love Zeb in that. Huzzah is fantastic. Which I gotta keep remembering. That's in the future. Yes. No, I lied. No.
Huh?
No, wait, no. Mandalorian and Grogu is before this. I'm sorry. I'm getting my timelines all mixed up. Mandalorian and Grogu is before season 2. Which, actually, now I think about it, where the hell is Ezra? Oh my goodness. I didn't even think about that before. Where the hell is Ezra? Because this is before, because Mandalorian and Grogu and Ahsoka is all in the same timeline. But Zeb out here doing adventures, hunting down Imperial remnants. Where the hell is Ezra?
Meditating?
Boy, he be doing some hard meditating. He better come out with some truth. I want to see him kick butt. Sabine using the Force.
I mean, the cat's out of the bag.
I wish I put it in the bag, bro.
The cat's out of the bag.
Put the cat back in the bag, bro.
It's too late. The cat's out of the bag.
Nah, bro. Every time I see her manipulate the Force, bro, I'm just thinking like, this shit is ass. Like I'm sorry, bro. I understand that everybody can. The Force flows through everybody, Force sensitive and non-Force sensitive, right? I understand that. I understand there's a lot of characters in the universe. Not Andor. What's her name? Jyn Erso's mom. She was very spiritual and connected to the Force. Like she could feel certain things that most people could not. But she couldn't manipulate it. Even look at remember the blind man in Rogue One? Yeah. The will people? He was as religious and as he kept praying about the Force. Even he could not manipulate the Force telepathically.
Okay, I guess he didn't believe it enough though.
He prayed every day. I'm more with the force. The force is with me. I'm more with the force. I think he believed.
He needed to say it more, actually.
More?
Yeah.
No, that's crazy. So he can't do it, but Sabine can because she was struggling against a zombie, and she had some training from Ahsoka, and she like whoop, and on top of that, she flinged Ezra across a chasm as soon as she just learned it. Because what? Because Mandalorian woman power. Hooray! Huzzah!
What wasn't the greatest decision? That's for sure. I think it would have been cooler just to have her as she was.
Yes.
I think that would have been way cooler.
Mandalorian. I don't know why they went to the decision of like Ahsoka started training her. I don't know. That wasn't even teased in Rebels like at all. Like she got trained to use sabers, but
that's fine.
That's fine. But she didn't get trained to use the Force. Like even Kanan said something about like she don't have to be like a Force sensitive to like wield the lightsaber. Like it helps obviously, but like it's just to get her more. And he was not as keen to train her as he was Ezra because Ezra could feel the Force and it moves through him and he could throw shit with his mind. Sabine can't do that, but now she can, and now it's her and Ahsoka on this planet.
Yeah.
Using the Force. I really hope Sabine catches a case. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn! Ain't no way you said that.
I hope she catches a case. Yep.
Wow. Comment down below if you want her to catch a case.
Do you not want her to catch a case? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sick of live action Sabine. Something about her.
I mean,
like she's not as fun like she was in Rebels.
She is not as. I don't know. I'm not attached to her as a character as much as when she was in the show.
And this is like,
to be honest,
this is like maybe 10 years after Rebels. She hasn't grown much in 10 years, in terms of like as a person. She's still kind of bratty like she was in the Rebels. And Rebels,
which is fine. You can have a bratty person.
Which is fine. Yeah, Rebels. She was a teenager / young adult, but like she grown now and she's still kind of the same way.
Yeah, I'm hoping her character is a lot more in depth in this season for sure because she's feeling a little two-dimensional, and I can't even say that because when she was two-dimensional she had more depth.
Which was actually 2D.
you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
I agree with you. And speaking about two-dimensional, I want to speak about Anakin's delivery on the lines. Like this is the type of thing that people complained about back in episode 3 when they thought his delivery was dry, this and that, blah blah. I don't know what those people were talking about. I thought he was fantastic in the prequels, but I find that at least in this trailer, it felt a little dry. But I think I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make him sound like wise and
now he's been separated.
Yeah, like he's above all.
Like he was like a wise hermit.
Yeah, like he's above all this. Like now he's one with the Force. Like this doesn't affect him the same way. But I was mentioning to you, which you'll see in our trailer review. I mentioned this in the trailer review. I want to see the clone. If we're gonna get flashback, I want to see the Clone Wars Anakin vibe, where he's like fun, goofy. He's a little more cavalier, like a little more emotional depth to him, which I hope if they do that, I hope they separate, like when we get the flashbacks, he's more Clone Wars Anakin, and then if he's a Force Ghost, it's okay to be like more stoic or
yeah.
I'm not gonna say boring, but like kind of stoic boring, because like he's one of the Force. He's like, I can see all alternate futures like this. I'm dead. This doesn't really affect me. I'm here for you, Ahsoka, but like this is above my program. I'm just here to teach you wisdom. So I'm really hoping it was just a trailer, because that kind of worried me a little bit, just a little bit, I don't know. Does not worry you at all?
Fingers crossed. I don't know. Let's believe. Let's believe.
I believe that Dave Filoni is the successor for George Lucas in good and bad ways, because listen, I love George and we're going to talk about him a little later. But George, the reason why the original trilogies are more beloved than the prequels is because the original trilogy was a democracy. The prequels, ironically, was a dictatorship. He said at that point his head was already big. Star Wars was like already a big franchise. People already said that's George Lucas. Before he wasn't George Lucas. He was making an indie film that turned into a guy
making a film.
Just making a film. In the prequels, he had a bunch of yes men. Yes, George. Yes, George, we're gonna do that. Yes, George, that delivery line was great. Yes, George. In the early trilogy, Han Solo said, George, you could write this shit, but you can't say it. He had people fighting back and like giving the characters more.
Is good.
Yes.
People giving feedback. We could see with certain games, mine's like, that feedback's important.
It's very,
very important.
Very. When you don't have feedback, garbage tends to come out, or things that end up not being as good as it could be when you have people pushing and pulling ideas and making sure like, hey, you really can't say that on the film. That sounds whack. Hey, this doesn't fit the character. That's why in Last Jedi, with that whole documentary where Luke's telling Rian Johnson, I don't think Luke would do this, and Rian Johnson saying, yeah, but I'm Ryan, and like just believe me. It's like, yeah, but Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker.
When you embody the character, you kind of just know the character better.
Yes, if Luke
happens so many times where, like in movies, it's like I know they wouldn't act like that because I've been acting like that.
Exactly for 40 years, mind you.
So at that point, you have to trust the freaking actor or actress because they know what they're talking about because they have to embody them.
Exactly. Like if Mark Hamill told me, I don't think Luke would do this. I'm like, all right, then what would Luke do?
I'm like, okay, what would you do?
And if it made sense and I could write it in a way, I'm following it because you gotta know if Luke Skywalker is telling you this is not what Luke Skywalker is gonna do. Imagine what the fans are gonna do to you when you ignore what Luke Skywalker said. This is not what I would do. You're gonna have a field day on Twitter, online. But why would I want that? Star Wars fans are the most vicious animals in the entire fan base. They're worse than Marvel fans. They're worse than DC fans. They're worse than Star Trek fans. They're worse than you name it. Gotcha fans, whatever fan base.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Like they're worse than any other fan base if you get stuff wrong. You can't get stuff wrong with Star Wars because they will let you know for the rest of your life. Like people like Rose Tico, the Asian girl that kissed Finn for the 2 seconds, they hated her. She had to get off of Twitter. She destroyed her account. They can't be online because that's how much hate they got. You can't. You're not allowed to mess up. I would just
have someone like manage. I would hire someone to just manage my social media.
Which I'm pretty sure they do, but at some point, like you just like I don't know. You log into them, you see all like the hatred and the death threats and all that stuff. Like, bro,
I'm part of a big ass project. I'm hiring someone to do my thing.
At some point, they're gonna say, "Hey, D4, look at this. Someone's threatening your life today." Oh, great. Another one on a Tuesday. You can't do that. So, and look at Darth Maul. Darth Maul got virtually no negativity from it.
Everyone
loves it. I haven't heard one bad thing. Even Star Wars Theory and all the other people that are notorious for just hating on the projects in Star Wars, they freaking love Darth Maul. That's the type of project you gotta do. And I keep telling people, make Star Wars animation. I think Star Wars...
A lot of people hate that take.
But why, though?
Because a lot of people do not care for animation.
But why, though? Some of the best stories are in animation.
Some people don't like animation.
Which is... I don't understand why.
Some people find it childish.
I mean, you could make a childish cartoon, but like... Rick and Morty is not for children. I would not advise someone to watch Rick and Morty if they're 7 years old. That's a cartoon for adults.
There is a lot of people who don't watch the animation stuff of Star Wars. A lot of people.
Well, even look at Darth Maul. Darth Maul is very dark. I would even say I would let like young children watch Darth Maul. You could make... Okay, here, you know what? Lucasfilm, this is a free idea, right? This is a free idea. We're hiring, by the way. This is a free idea. When you want to make a political drawn show like Andor, make that live action. Yeah. I think that translates better in live action than cartoons.
Andor animated would be not. I mean, it's possible, but...
It's possible. There's many animations, like, I'm thinking of oh my God, with Jinx and them.
Arcane.
That show was very the core of it was very political. But that's one of the very rare shows of an animated show. Like,
they very well could, and it definitely could work, but I feel like that is an example where it is.
Right. It's rare and it could work, but I find live action political drama, when you want to do Star Wars things, animation. Ahsoka, the show, should have been animated. I find everything would have translated better. I find, because think about it, your biggest critique of season 1 was that they made Thrawn look stupid. Now tell me, in Rebels, was there any point where Thrawn seemed stupid to you?
In Rebels, he was a brilliant scientist.
He was a brilliant scientist. He was a brilliant scientist in Rebels, was he not? And I remember watching Rebels too. I'm like, he keeps saying, "Oh, we'll get him next time. Oh, we'll get him there. They're gonna escape here." And I'm like, "What are you doing? Like, you're looking like a dummy."
That's not him.
But it all added up in each season finale in Rebels. Where like, okay, that's why Thrawn did that. That's why Thrawn did that. Now, if you did it in live action like they did in season 1, it comes across as like this guy's a moron, bro. Like, are we supposed to be afraid of this blue man?
I don't know. It doesn't translate. It doesn't translate well.
No, he looks good, by the way, in the trailer. He looks a lot better than he did in season 2, I find. I find he did his makeup a little better. I think
I think the issue is the makeup and oh my god.
I'm not gonna fat shame him, but we're so used to skinny Thrawn from the animation. Like, he's a little chunkier in live action naturally.
Fine. Like, oh my god, leave him alone.
I'm not gonna bully him for that.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who made fun. He is fine, and I don't know what the hell they were talking about.
They fat shamed him and Boba Fett.
Oh my god.
I remember tomorrow saying, "Remember when you called me Boba Fett? I had to go to the gym." That's why he was in the back of the tank for half the episode. He got to show up his new body.
Lord.
Like, fans be fat shaming them when they're used to the characters when they're all nice and thin and in their prime. We gotta remember, these characters aren't in their prime
people
anymore.
Are vicious.
I know people are mad vicious. But if you're in animation, that wouldn't be a problem. You just make him like he was in Rebels, just a little older. Star Wars in animation, I'm telling. Once they figure that out, D4, there will be virtually no negativity for Star Wars.
Well, I feel like they're gonna determine that maybe by an animation, like an animation film. I doubt they'll ever do it, but if they do, then that might be the turning point. Yeah, cause
obviously the saga films, the episodic ones, episode 9, 10, blah blah blah, whatever. Those are gonna be live action because they came out as live action first.
Yeah, you have to stick to how it is.
Yeah, the episodic ones. So again, you gotta do it right because they haven't really been hooping for live action movies. But episodic ones, live action. Political dramas like Andor, live action. Everything in between, and again, you can make films in animation. The Luke Skywalker stories, what he was doing between episodes 6 and 7 to make everything that he did in 7, 8, and 9 make sense. Make that animation. Yeah. You don't have to worry. You could get different voice actors like you did with Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan and Anakin, where like they sound familiar to them, but they're different voice actors than Ian McGregor and Hayden Christensen. But you're living through them between episode 2 and 3. Do that for Luke. Animation. And then you could do a big film with Luke. Animate. So that deep fake thing that I know they're gonna do. That's another thing. Do you think Luke will be in season 2?
Lower chance than Obi-Wan.
Lower chance than Obi-Wan in flashback.
Yeah. I
agree with you with that.
I don't think he's gonna show up.
I think I agree with you with that. I don't think because as far as I can tell, this is the beginning of Thrawn's whole thing. I think he'll show up in whatever movie they want to do all together, or season 3, or however they're gonna plan it. But for season 2, I think I agree with you. No, I don't think any signs of Luke. It would be cool to see him though again if
I
Thrawn.
don't think so.
Also, what do you think about the witches? The witches look so good.
They look
terrifying.
Witchy. They look witchy.
Also, like, listen, Asajj Ventress is a babe, bro. I refuse to believe she looked like that. Maybe that's just the witches that were doing the death sticks.
You could look a little monstrous, but like look bad. You know what I'm saying?
Like those witches in the trailer.
Like, maybe we got them in a bad, like, how you say it, like a bad angle scene. You know?
I don't know, man. They were straight up, bro, shooting the bro.
Like, give them a good angle.
Good angle? I don't know, man. We got a straight shot at them, bro. They ain't looking too hot.
I don't know. Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
All right, I'm gonna give him a chance,
Give
bro.
him a
But
chance.
I don't think when the show comes up,
I don't know. Give him a chance.
my opinion gonna change. The people on Dathomir better looking a lot better because those two witches that were in that trailer, bro. Hell no. Do you think Ahsoka will be a Jedi? Because we did ask, we did hear Anakin say, do you want to be a Jedi or not? So we're still going between the whole Ahsoka's not really a Jedi thing, but she embodies more of what the Jedi are than any Jedi besides maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, she's a Jedi on principle alone. Like, maybe on title, but she's a Jedi. So I think in this season, just make her a Jedi again. She's a freaking Jedi.
I mean, she probably won't say she is, but I mean, she basically is.
She is. So I think she's going to be a Jedi. We enjoyed this trailer very much so. We are excited for Ahsoka Season 2, especially for the repercussions that it might pertain to the future of
If
the
they
galaxy.
do it right, bro, this is gonna be cool. Super
Hey,
cool.
Listen, apart from some of the weird things, which again would have been translated better in animation, I very much enjoy Ahsoka Season 1. So don't get it twisted. I love Ahsoka Season 1. So Season 2 looks like just to be more, but bigger and better. So I'm not complaining. I'm vibing whatever they give us. So you guys let us know in the comment below what you guys thought of the trailer. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you excited for Season 2 of Ahsoka? Let us know in the comments below. But let's talk about this quick thing real quick. In D23, they mentioned Ryan Gosling's name for Starfighter. It's Cade Oberon. I don't know how to pronounce it. I didn't actually watch them say the name. But he has a name now. His name is Cade. Very cool.
Cade?
Piloty Star Wars name. We don't know anything else really. All we know is it's set 5 years after the sequels, which you already knew that. And they said the governments aren't there anymore, which Kylo Ren blew up the whole government. So yes, we kind of know that there's no government really going on in Galaxy. So it's
Governments, am I right?
Yeah. So yeah, we learned that the hard way in Florida. So stick with your party and cause war. That's what they want us to do. They want us to be Star Wars.
I mean, that was always the warning, right?
Yeah. We're literally going through everything that Star Wars teaches us to not do, and we're doing it full on as human beings. So congratulations to the human race. Full speed, bro. Everybody watch Andor. Andor should be a thing in school. Watch
Andor in school.
Oh my god, bro. Like, people need to people need to think harder. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes, Cade. So yeah, Cade. What do you think of the name?
I mean, it's a fairly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yep.
I mean,
it's a name.
It'll do.
It'll
do.
I don't know. Do we expect Cade Skywalker, which I believe is a Legends one for his grandson or something? But yeah, I'm like,
I mean, it's a name that does, you know?
Now, let's speculate a little bit. I don't know if this showed footage of the trailer in D23. We definitely didn't get any trailer. But let's start with this. Do you think his character going to be force sensitive? I know, everybody's force sensitive. Just hanging on my candy. He will be protecting the child, which seems to be the trope of Star Wars now.
I hope not. I hope not.
I
think we need to take a little bit of a break.
agree with you.
Little slow it down.
I agree with you.
You know, little palate cleanser.
Normal dude. Doing normal dude
In
things.
a funky, crazy galaxy.
Now, do you think we're going to see Rey in this film?
They gotta segue her somehow, so yeah, I think so.
High 40% chance?
High 40%.
Yeah! There it is!
High 40%.
That means she's going to be in the film.
She probably is.
D4 said it here
I
first.
think so.
She's going to be in the film because high 40%.
so.
I think she's going to be in the film too. I think you're right. It's 5 years.
It's the way to segue it.
It's a layup for whatever movie she's going to be in for the name.
It's definitely going to be like right at the end, for sure.
I think so, yeah. So I agree with you. I think Rey's going to be in the movie. She won't overshadow him in terms of like, it's going to be his movie, but it's going to kind of show us what she's doing leading into whatever her individual movie is going to be.
Correct.
So I agree. I think she's going to be in it. It's cool that we got the name. We still don't know anything really about the actual plot of the story. All we know is set after the sequels, and that he's helping or defending or raising some kid, which is what the Mandalorian is doing with Grogu. So that clearly the Star Wars loves to.
There's a lot of kid raising themes.
Yeah, in a lot of the Star Wars now,
which could get kind of overdone and tiring.
I am a little tired of it. Yes. Yep.
So they really have to push this in a new way, or else this is going to be kind of a flop.
StarArs can't afford this. This movie cannot afford to be a flop. Because Mando is already kind of a flop in terms of fan reception.
Which is concerning because everyone remembers the big, I can't even say Grogu, it was the big Baby Yoda boom.
Yes, when that first came out, for episode 1.
So
even Baby Yoda couldn't carry that movie.
Even Grogu could not carry that movie enough. Yeah. And we're putting a whole different set of people. This movie has to be really good, or else
it has to be like Spider-Man Brand New Day. It has to be like heartfelt, connects to the larger plot of the future.
Something new
that we haven't really seen. A character who feels familiar, but we've never seen him before. He can't be a copy of Han Solo. He can't be a copy of Lando. He can't be a copy of Oscar Isaac's character on Poe. He got to be his own thing. And I believe in Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling always bring that kind of like Ryan Gosling feel to the characters, like when he did the Barbie and Free Guy.
I mean, he's always popular with his films for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. So I have very much faith in him. It's Lucasfilm and Disney that worries me, but
it's the writing room.
It's the
writing room.
The writers' room gotta
writers. I believe.
Listen, if you're not using AI, which we'll get to that, to write your stories, bro, please, sit down. Cause
maybe also pay your writers more. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pay more, and maybe they'll actually make better ideas.
Yeah, because maybe when you're not getting paid well, you're like, F it, this is a job.
Because I think that also is an issue. Everything is costing more, and motivation will definitely be down more if you're not getting paid enough to eat.
Yep.
So please pay them more.
Please.
I beg of thee, and you'll see the effects.
Yes, because if this flops D4, I think Star Wars in the movie theater is dead.
Oh yeah, gone. Finished.
I think it's dead. We're literally by the time we get another movie, if this hits the garbage can like I did when I was trying to dunk.
Mandalorian and Grogu was supposed to be their safe haven, and their safe haven was kind of
I think it made its budget back, but in terms of fan reception, it didn't do very good.
But it didn't do what I'm sure they were expecting it to.
No.
For sure.
And that was more on the fan base because they pretty much said this is just gonna be a fun adventure, but people thought of it as this is gonna connect to Ahsoka season 2. This is gonna connect to Thrawn. It's no, not really. It's just Mando and Grogu going on a fun adventure. Nothing wrong with that, but people hyped it up to the point where it was doomed to fail no matter what. So
when that kind of happened, a lot of people just basically you pull up a video and you get that guy explaining the whole movie, and you're like, you know what? That's me watching the movie. I'm not going to the
I don't have to see it.
We can all say we have done that for certain movies where it's you know what? I can't be bothered to pay this money, which is fair because, oh my God, do we need our freaking $15, $16, $20? I don't know.
The IMAX theater, because I saw Odyssey yesterday, which I forgot we were watching that yesterday because Keemon bought the tickets a month ago or something. Because that theater is it gets sold out, packed quickly, and everybody wants to see the Odyssey. It's $32, by the way, to watch it in IMAX. By the way, IMAX is overrated. That is our only theater, I think, in Florida. One of the few IMAX theaters, apparently, in America. It's overrated.
I don't know what it does.
The picture quality, damn, it looks the same. The only difference is, I think, the soundboard. The speakers is better. But I'm going to be real with you.
$32 better?
I'm going to be real with you. I didn't even notice a difference. The one that would go to Cinemark or even in Dania Point, barely even notice a difference. $32, by the way. And people were packed like sardines in that movie to see the Odyssey. I said I could have watched it at any other theater, watched it earlier, and not pay up. And on top of that, it's $15 for parking. Because in Fort Lauderdale, there's no free parking. So I gotta pay $30 for the ticket and $15 for parking. So $47 to watch the Odyssey. It's a great film, by the way. Fantastic film. Crazy amount of money to watch one freaking film.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yes, yeah, overrated.
I'm good.
That's a little sidetrack for that, but we will not be seeing Starfighter in IMAX.
I'm good.
We'll be seeing it in a regular theater,
like that, you know.
And we really hope it does good. But yeah, Star Wars needs a win for the proper win in the theaters. Otherwise,
if
it's dead.
this is like Mandalorian, Grogu, or lower, cooked.
Yeah, we're dead. Like we're not gonna see it. We're gonna have children and grandchildren by the time they decide to do another movie.
Put the blanket over
the corpse. I'm calling it. So we're praying that he got a cool name. We're praying that the movie is cool, that it's very important, and it builds up to the future of Rey's Jedi Academy. But let's get into future/past of some news. One, Ian McGregor said that he wants to be in more Star Wars. He wants the Obi-Wan season 2. And he said he wants Obi-Wan to have a love affair / relationship with Hera Syndulla, who will be in Ahsoka season 2. Run with it, D4.
No. No.
You think this is a brilliant idea? No, what? The Hera one or Obi-Wan season 2?
Obi-Wan season 2. What are they gonna even do?
He mentioned, what did he say? He mentioned that he wants to do a hunt for Yoda.
Why?
I don't know.
No. That's a terrible idea. No offense, love you, but that's a terrible idea.
Because all we know is that at the end of Obi-Wan season 1, Qui-Gon shows up. So he's gonna do his training to become a Force Ghost. I'm relatively pretty sure. I don't know if it mentioned, but I'm pretty sure he knows where Yoda is hiding, or at least he could feel it, or Yoda will reach out to him like, "I'm here in case you ever need me" or something. Maybe I don't know. But you wouldn't want to hunt for Yoda because like, what's the point of hunting for Yoda? Like, what's he gonna do? You're both in exile.
Point?
There's no point. Like he's not the chosen
one.
one.
Have a little chat, a little tea party. I mean, cool, but what does that add to the
anything.
audience?
He's not gonna leave Dagobah. You're not gonna stop protecting Luke. So I think we're gonna get an Obi-Wan season 2. My thing is I don't want a season 2 first of all because I think you're muddling the waters a little bit, giving us too much between. I don't want a season 2. I don't want a season 2, but if they do it, I want to see what his training, just like how when Yoda did it with the Force Priestess to learn how to become a Force Ghost, he did all those trials. I want to see what his looks like, which they can make a really cool design. On top of that, I want him to have a little bit of adventures with Luke to build that relationship with Luke that's why he knows Obi-Wan, the old wizard.
I guess
that's the fair. Only way where I'm going to have a season 2 if you do those two things and keep it very, very intimate. I don't need him to go, like, him leaving Tatooine in the first place in season 1 was ridiculous. Like, I'm like, your job is to stay here and watch this boy. I know Leia got kidnapped, but like, you're Obi-Wan Kenobi run lightsabers all around the place. Yeah, run to your apprentice, which you weren't technically supposed to run into him. Because he said, last time I left you, I was whatever, like, we're going to play loose with the cannon a little bit. So, I don't need you to leave no planet. Or if you do leave the planet, I need you to go on very, non-inhabited planets. I need you to go somewhere where it has no life in terms of people. It's just like a forest. It's one biome: snow, forest, sand, and you're trying to master to become one with the Force. I don't need you to interact with nobody. No one's supposed to know you're alive. You're Obi-Wan Kenobi, for goddamn. You're supposed to be on this planet. You got one mission.
Stealth.
One job. Watch the boy. Watch the boy. So that's the only way I'm going to have season 2. On top of the Hera thing, they're like 20 years apart.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we are wrong about the age gap, but I'm pretty sure
they're around 20.
That is around 20. So the age gap is odd.
If any 15 minimum.
Yeah.
10 if we're really pushing it.
I don't know. The age gap is odd. The personalities... Yes, they would get along as people, but as a relationship, it does not bud romance.
No.
Those two personalities.
No.
It does not.
No, I can't see it. And plus, like, knowing how Kanan was and knowing how Obi-Wan was, and a lot of people's opinion, this is a very popular opinion, Kanan is like the perfect Jedi. A lot of people Kanan's their favorite Jedi, and I'm not going to argue against it. I mean, the way he lived his life, the way he was, he which is funny, the Jedi became more Jedi when the religion was destroyed, and like he is a very much like what the Jedi were supposed to be if they weren't so rooted on dogma. Like him, Ahsoka, like those are like perfect embodiments of Jedi to me. And I don't mind. And like hearing Obi-Wan and Hera, I'm like,
I don't know. It does not click. It does not click at all. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
It's just him yapping because I think he just wants to be part of the conversation. Again, he may or may not be in season 2. We may or may not see him in Clone Wars Get Up. We may or may not get a live action Clone Wars with Obi-Wan and Hayden Christensen. Yeah. So I think he's just yapping so that they know, guys, I'm still down to do Star Wars. Like, my ideas might be whack, but like,
but,
put me in something.
You could tell us if you think that relationship is the greatest idea, brilliant idea ever, most brilliant idea ever.
Yeah, please tell us if you really
you
want
can see
that
his
to happen.
face. He really likes that relationship, for sure.
And talking about someone else who's been yapping, because I guess people don't talk about him enough, George Lucas. D4, since you ran the story to me, you go ahead and tell me what George has been saying.
You know what? Let me just get that quote. Let me not misuse a person's voice.
It has to do something about George Lucas and AI. And we know a lot about George Lucas, and he loves the advancement of technology. He is a proponent of advancing technology in film. In fact, most of the stuff you see in films today are because of what him and Lucasfilm were able to do, Skywalker Ranch and all that stuff. So he is a proponent for developing more futuristic technology. But this AI comment, oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead.
Artificial intelligence means it's much easier for us to make movies, which I guess it's true in some sense, but the cons of AI, the water usage, the electricity, I mean, bro, it's not only affecting the environment, it's affecting us too. Tons of people buy data centers, there's having to pay up the ass for their electricity, for their water. People in certain places have their water brown, literal brown water, undrinkable. They have to literally just get bottled water from other places because they can't even drink in their local freaking area of their tap water. Like, come on. You want to pay more just to get your entertainment? For entertainment, not even for medical usage, for entertainment.
I could do many things that don't destroy our water for entertainment.
Like, sure, you could instantly get artwork that you would have to master drawing for years upon years. But is it worth, the environment? Is it worth you having to pay extra in your bills? Is it worth the brown water?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
I want to see my films with AI sheen over it. How dare you tell me I'll drink my brown water?
I don't know, man.
I'm fine with that. I'll shit out toxic waste. That's okay for me.
He's like, it's very much like sitting here saying, well, I believe the horse and the buggy is really where it's at. Which
it's a crazy comparison, by the way.
I don't think that's comparable at all. Like, what? A horse is not taking fresh water that we have barely any of left.
Yep.
A horse is not doing that. And
it'll drink the water, but like it's going right back out into nature.
So I don't understand about the horses, because the horses are not doing that. These cars, they break down. They need gas. There's all kinds of problems with them. And pretty soon, they'll be making them into tanks, and then they'll be killing people.
Wait. So in that comment, is the AI the horse?
Maybe my brain don't work enough, because I'd be saying high 40 and low 40% clearly, but I'm not quite understanding that sentence. These cars, they break down.
Right.
They need gas. There's all kinds of problems with them, and pretty soon they'll be making them into tanks, and then they'll be killing people. It's terrible.
So the AI is the horse. Which
I'm thinking it's talking about people complaining about AI. Like, basically, he's like saying, oh, like the people are saying, oh, the AI is gonna like rise up and kill us all, and it's the worst thing ever. I think that's what he's trying to say. He's like using a hyperbole. Yeah. Saying that people are over exaggerating about AI, I think is what he's trying to say. Like using one ridiculous claim to make another.
I see what you're saying.
That's what it means.
Okay. That makes sense. I think. Yeah.
So he's like, then he's saying, there's nothing you can do about it. That's progress. It's the future. End quote.
So, like, in the end quote, he's not wrong. There's nothing. Well, actually, no. He is kind of. First of all, you made Star Wars. People could have said it's impossible to fight the Empire. Little ragtag group fought an entire organized freaking political thing and overthrew it. So I don't know what you're talking about. You made Star Wars, bro. The whole point is the little guys beating the big guys. So
correct.
I know he's saying, well, we can't do anything about it in terms of like humans are gonna keep pushing forward with this AI.
I mean, we always do, but it is the intentions of it is what changes it. Because we would not be going as crazy if AI was not used for entertainment and was solely used for medical reasons.
Or for like mundane tasks that like you to speed line it where you don't want to do it. Like a human don't have to, again, I don't want to take away anybody's job, but like it's annoying for us as humans to do, so let's have the computer do it. Rather than I have fun writing, I have fun filming.
There's like certain AI
I don't want
that
the
you
robot
can
to do
do where you don't have to be doing the impact that the Gen AI is doing. So, I mean, there's all kinds of AIs. You know, you have the ones in games, that's not doing anything to anybody.
Where like
the usage is so low, you don't have to...
Yeah, and it makes the devs' job easier where like they don't have to pixel that tree brush in the back. The AI just pixelates out or whatever,
So, you know, some usages are so low, it's like, okay, it's very low, oh, it's fine, and it's its own thing, but there comes a certain point where it's just like, you really need to be affecting the environment for this?
Right.
You have to weigh the pros and cons of everything. And generating images, videos, writing is not the equivalent of drinking up fresh water that we have low thing of.
Especially when
that's equivalent.
That's something we could already do as people.
Yes, we can already do that. But at least with medical stuff, I mean, it's still bad, but at least it is something that is of greater good, is quickly advancing, like, of medical stuff. That is a way better usage. Right. I mean, still... you want to find better ways of managing it that's not shooting up the electricity bill which is all that.
One of our the people we're trying to vote for in the Florida elections, like, she basically said the same thing as George. Is like, okay, we can't stop this because this is where people are heading. But if we're gonna do this, let's find a way where it doesn't destroy our environment and the livelihood of people. So we have our cake and eat it too, where we'll have our generative AI. If you wanted to write a film for you, fine, but it will not take up our usable drinking water or our the electricity or these people there. So like, there has to be a balance where, like, we shouldn't use it until we figure out how the hell to utilize it where it doesn't affect our environment, like, to the point where we're dying.
We're just going straight up crazy with it. Like, why are we going so crazy? What happened to testing and then making it? Why are we just going full throttle? Yeah. I remember when we used to have things, we would test it out first. Not always in the case. We know back then we'd be crazy.
Brilliant scientists.
We'd be crazy back then. We would freaking be eating off of lead plates and all that crap. So, we're not...
We're brilliant scientists before we think...
So, I mean, we're not that smart, but, come on. We should know better, but clearly we don't. that you know you should test something small before you make it big, but no, we just.
You know why? Because it's easy. I type in a sentence. It's so damn easy. I type in a sentence, I get whatever I want, and it's like. Okay,
oh
cool.
my God, there was literally a whole study. I know we're supposed to be talking about Star Wars, but you know,
it goes to Star Wars because Star Wars deals with when to fight and what's right or wrong, and we gotta understand like these corporations, these AI corporations are becoming bigger than governments. We're gonna get to the point where it's gonna be the Matrix,
and it's just
/ Star Wars. It's gonna be a problem.
It's so sad. Like you literally have studies. There was literally one in China. Of students who used AI versus students who didn't, and the intelligence of the students who used it versus didn't was significant.
Significant. You know how much kids say, I use ChatGPT homework? Critical thinking is dead because AI, you just type in your thing and it does your homework and there's no processes to check it in school. It's just like, yep, you're turning in AI work.
It's so bad because even creatively, like, you have a bunch of, like, kids and stuff who are like, you know what, forget it, I'm not gonna draw myself, which drawing is such an important skill. Learning of everything is such an important skill, so when you deprive of that, you literally get rid of so many things for developing your brain, helping learn and all that stuff.
And coming from a creative like him to say like, again, I know
it's such a disappointment.
Yeah, I know you're a proponent to like of making the filmmakers' jobs or lives easier. But you are a filmmaker. You are a creator. All this stuff comes from your head and your pen. You made it. The art, like, again, watch those documentaries on Phil Tippett and all the puppeteers and the stop motion people and all the people who made Star Wars feel like what we know today and why we love it. You're not going to have that if these AI machines are just doing everything for you. You're not going to have the love, the craft that you're going to feel in the film where, like, I feel like that's real. We're watching the Odyssey. The Cyclops in the Odyssey, I believe it was shot. It wasn't CGI. It was how they shot it and, like, practical effects. Even when, what's the name? The witch that Odysseus met, when they morphed his men into pigs. That wasn't, I don't think that was CG. That was like them using some kind of clay or something. I could be wrong. Maybe they used some CG in it. But it looked very practical. That is the care and detail that you're not going to get when the machines do it for you. Especially writing. You cannot let an AI who hasn't went through any emotional human experience write a film.
Correct.
Films come from our experience as people. Until the robots get to live as people, they can't write film that makes sense or makes you want to feel anything.
It's supposed to be like, you know, personal stuff, and I don't know. It's just it's so dystopian.
Like I get his mindset like, well, we can't do anything about it, so it's just gonna be here. But I'm like, yeah, we can. We can.
Oh, I got a funny quote that I saw.
Pull it up. Yeah, because
it was either on Twitter or it's Threads, and this guy Joe Dater, he literally said, "I invented a robot that can rob a bank. Of course, it robs these banks on its own, so I can't be held legally responsible when it robs a bank. I mean, all I did was invent it. It's not my fault if it works exactly the way I intended. Also, I get to keep all the money from the banks it robs. Sorry if any of that money was yours, but now that I invented the bank-robbing robot, the bank-robbing robot is inevitable."
Wait, is this real?
What's real?
That? The
bank-robbing robot? No, it's not.
Oh, I'm about to say, I'm like, what the?
But that's literally... when it's taking,
that's
because it literally takes art from a bunch of artists who did not consent. It takes writing from a bunch of writers who did not consent,
and says, "Whoop, this is mine."
And then they get to reap all the money and not give any credit or any money to the artists and writers it stole from.
Exactly. That's the art you want to go see and pay $32.
The bank robbing robot, but we can't do anything about it.
Yes, we can.
It's inevitable.
It's crazy that someone who made a whole genre about rebellion is telling people that there's many things we could do about it. I keep telling people.
Which it's so crazy. It's like, there's nothing we can do about it. That's like if the rebels just gave up and they're like, well, I mean, they made him the supreme chancellor.
Yeah, and then they made him the emperor.
Now he's the emperor. I mean, there's nothing you really could do about it because that was like democracy and stuff. So there's nothing.
We're just gonna sit back and let them take over the galaxy and do all the op things. And that was the mindset that Luke and them never would have won, and then the Emperor would still be alive.
Like, what kind of give up loser mindset is that? And that's just give up. Why are you spending 10 hours drawing that when you could have just generated that in like a minute?
Bro, my friend Loki Sketch, please follow him on his website, Instagram, all that stuff. He just sent me this piece he did on My Hero Academia from his own hands. It looks so freaking good. Imagine if AI did it. It wouldn't have came out nearly as good. And he generally loves the show. He only did it because he finished the show and he loves the ending of the show. And he made a brilliant piece of art. You're not getting that if you use AI art. You're not getting the same kind of detail and care.
Because you go to a bunch of conventions and
I know, and they let them in. It's ridiculous.
So many booths have AI, and the sad thing is, like, a lot of people buy from them.
Yeah, because it's cheap. They usually sell for like $10, $5.
It's real cheap.
It's
like,
cheap.
Do I go to the real artist who
that's like
did,
$60?
You know, $40, $50, $60, maybe more if it's an actual painted canvas.
Right.
Or, you know, the one that generated it, and then it's $5 for a poster.
You know, in this economy where everything's up the ass, like, you know, I don't condone doing that because, again, they didn't work for the spot in the con. The actual people who made the stuff did. But, like, I can't also blame them either because, again, your governments are bleeding you dry. Your corporations are bleeding you dry. When they tell you the Xbox is $1,000 and you and your big brain says, I'm going to go buy it because I need an Xbox. You're part of the problem. We the consumer, we the people have all the power in the world. The corporations can't do nothing if we sit down and say, I'm not buying your thing. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to work until you give me $22 an hour. I'm not doing this until
you see how boycotts work.
We gotta stick to it. You can't do it for a weekend, put on the gram and say you did your job.
I can't remember the last time a boycott truly worked unless it was like a small business. Then obviously that can work.
Man, the last boycott probably worked was probably during Martin Luther King's era. We just doing it to be on the gram. I remember, what were we boycotting the other day that was in Young Circle? They were boycotting something. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know.
And I told my mom, because I wanted to go in either there or Miami to film it. It's like, oh, they're only doing it for the weekend. So we do it for the weekend because we got nothing to do. We want to pretend like we're activists. Oh, look at me, I'm on Instagram. And Monday you just go back to your slave bot behaviors. That's not how rebellions work. It has to be everyday, constant. You gotta be constantly annoying to tell these people that I'm here, I'm not going to wait until you change it. So we just sit back and like, oh, all right. AI generated TV, AI generated thing,
I hate
and boom, electricity.
I see people are like, AI is bad, and then they'll be like, I'm watching, but the AI Fruit Love Island is so interesting. I have to watch it. I'm like, you cannot be saying AI bad, and then you're like, oh, but this AI thing is kind of, but this is.
What are you doing?
Are you serious?
You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
You can't be doing it. You can't say one thing and then do the next.
The greatest weakness for humans or the people in general is to believe that you have no power. Like, I don't have any inside information, but the amount of messed up the government things are about to happen that's going to be against us, the little guys, when you support this politician and this president and this prime minister, I hope you remember when everything hits the fan, they don't care about none of us. They're like Palpatine. Your ends to me.
I think a lot of people need to get a rewatch of Star Wars.
And
a good rewatch.
You know, it's funny because a lot of people who watch Star Wars, they watch it, but they don't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like they see it, but they don't understand the principles behind anything that Star Wars is trying to say, and they are part of the problem in real. They are part of the reason why the Empire becomes the Empire, because of people like you. Even though you watch Star Wars, we don't understand it. We have all the power. We are the rebellion. So when someone like George Lucas comes out and says there's nothing you can do about it, how dare you say that? You are a creator. You should be like, we could fight it. I
think even George Lucas needs to watch Star Wars.
Yes, rewatch it. You forgot.
Lucasfilms needs to watch Star Wars again.
What said? You became the very thing you swore to destroy. Like,
watch your own thing again. I beg of you, watch your own thing again.
I know you're a billionaire, you got museum stuff, but go back to your roots, bro. When you were a struggling independent filmmaker coming out of school and you just want to make your thing, and all your friends saying, bro, this thing is ass, this is not gonna make it. And you made one of the biggest franchise. You were the rebellion. You went against the big corporations. You refused to sign any of the big corporations because you didn't like how they function. You didn't like governments. And for you to tell me that AI is inevitable, there's nothing we can do about it, sit back, enjoy it, it makes it easier. We don't want easy. We want to do the creative, fun stuff. Let the robots do the mundane tasks like the Roomba. If you don't want to clean your room, the Roomba can clean your room. You should sit down. The Roomba can clean your room so you can write. Instead of cleaning your room, you're writing. Instead, you're going to have the Roomba right and you clean the room. That makes no... And on top of that, it's wasting water. That's not making no sense. It's not making no sense.
Because I always seen it as, like... I don't know. It's just the feeling... It's like going to a tournament and then watching everyone in the tournament, like an FPS tournament, use aimbot. Why am I here?
Yeah, there's no skill involved in this.
Why am I here to watch a bunch of people use aimbot?
When you're not actually doing it. I just watch a robot play the game. Put a robot in the chair and let him play the game.
Get the humans out the chair then.
Yeah, because you're not doing anything. You're just there, sitting there, pressing a button while the machine does everything for you.
I don't know. You can't just be saying, well, I'm making the art because I'm typing in a little prompt and then I put it enter and then it gives me. So I'm the artist. Like, that's the same as the freaking person playing the tournament and saying, well, I'm a great shooter because I used the aimbot. Does that make any sense?
No, it does not make it. You didn't work for it. It's like playing a sport and, like, you get on the team, but you know you didn't deserve to get on the team because you didn't work for it. You just went on the team because the dad knows you or somebody knows you. Doing things feels so good when you earn it. When you beat that hard video game and you earn that victory.
You did it yourself.
That's a victory. That's why people love the Souls-like game, because you did it. It's so damn hard that you beat it, and that gives you a kind of pride that you'll never get if the robot does it for you.
And that's just that, and it also affects you mentally too, because it just teaches you so many skills like patience, and I feel like a lot of people are disciplined. People are losing patience. They're losing discipline. They're losing respect.
They want it now.
Losing respect of themselves.
Of their neighbors, everything.
And that's what happens when you just
accept the inevitable.
Let something do it for you. You don't try. That's what happens. Your brain literally rots.
Listen, we made the D4 channel, which, you know what, I'm gonna dub us like the realest Star Wars channel, even though we're tiny and small. We made a vow that even if we went to vote, or she went to vote, I got held up helping somebody, which is fine. But we made a vow that, like, even if the people in our political space, in our neighborhoods, the people making the decisions that affect us, even if, one, they lying, or two, that they not going to hold their promises because they can or whatever nonsense political reason, we're at least going to make an effort to affect the world around us. We are becoming adults now. We are adults. Like, we can't just sit by and be like, well, that guy just made an off decision. Now we all gotta live with it. Bread's $10 now because he's in office. Like, when we did our research, there was 3 people running in one of the categories that were in either criminal or have criminal cases going on. Criminals that are gonna make your decisions.
Criminals should not be in charge. Just saying.
Criminals
should not be in charge of anything.
No, and then people over 65, you're already leaving the earth. You don't care. You're at the point where you're just doing it because of status, and you just want to keep everything status quo. Like, you gotta be the change in your environment. And whenever the rebellion hits, because it will hit us, guys, it will come. we'll do what we need to do and fight the good fight. But until then, we're gonna make all the little baby steps to try and affect our livelihood, because
sometimes being annoying is the right thing.
Yes,
because a lot of people would say what we're doing is pretty annoying.
That's fine.
We're literally stuffing this into something. It's like keep my entertainment and my politics separate. But like,
first of all, people
that clearly does not help.
That's how I know people don't know film. Film has always been political from the jump. From the first little flip cartoons, Star Wars started off with a political statement.
It was literally
so
politics.
I don't know why people keep saying film and keep my films out of politics and this and that. Every film is a political statement on something that's going on, and the best films are the best commentary on what's going on in our lives today that makes you thinking like, damn, this is actually happening right now.
Think. They were like,
it's okay to think.
No, I want to be immersed in this different world. I don't want real life to. I want real life separate. I don't want it in my imaginary.
It's okay to think. I know it's upsetting to think, because when you really think deep, like he thought you was thinking when he was 5, 6, and 7. I know it's hard and difficult. You're asking the hard questions. It makes you tired. You're already dealing with paying bills and trying to live. But you gotta think, bro, because these people, everything's going up too crazy. We as a people in society are drowning, and we don't even know we're drowning. They're putting the blanket and waterboarding the hell out of us, and we're just taking it and say we're drinking water. Like, nah,
it is
bro.
what it is.
No, you can't. This is a call to arms, bro. Like, open your mind and think. Think for yourselves.
I beg of you.
Think for the people.
Pick up a pencil, write, draw. I mean, you could type.
Ask questions to yourself.
Too.
Yeah.
You could pick up a tablet pen. That's okay too.
Open your mind up. Don't follow anybody blindly. Look at every angle to every story of every political statement of everything. Read books. Bro, I was reading when I was trapped in the airport in Atlanta. I was reading one of my Star Wars books, and what did the guy say? He's like, he said something along the lines of like, that's how you keep your brain sharp or something like that. And I just smiled.
It's true, because it also, when you do that kind of stuff, it helps your brain too. I'm not a scientist. I can't remember the exact.
You're a brilliant one.
Oh, thank you. But I know if you just beg to look it up, you will see the positive side effects it does to you when aging, and when you don't deprive your brain of learning and creativity. You're in for a disaster for your cognitive ability when you get older.
Mm-hmm. And my family is already prone to like dementia and Alzheimer's and all that nonsense. Yeah. So like anything you could do to pave it off.
Because that's how you prevent.
Yep.
You can't completely prevent, but that's how you could maybe slow it down.
Yeah, you could last as long as you possibly can until your body says, "All right, I give up," and that's it.
Yeah.
Like little things. That's why it very much upset me that George Lucas made these comments, because I'm just like, you're so detached now because you're a billionaire and like you're not one of the little guys anymore.
You don't have to worry about electricity bills.
No,
you don't have to worry about
you don't
water
have to worry
bills.
about that.
You don't have to worry about drinking dirty water one day because you're too close to an AI data center.
That's above you now. You're like Anakin. You're a Force Ghost. That's above you now. And when the world goes to hell and everyone's getting blown up, you're probably going to be the few people in a bunker being survived from the nuclear waste that might happen. So you're above it all. But I want you to just remember who you were when you were that small, little, awkward, weirdo indie kid making your films that no one cared about. No one thought you were going to be anything really. Just a weird, awkward kid from college with some friends making a movie. That's what I want you to remember who you are.
Don't let your whimsy die.
Don't let your whimsy die, bro.
Don't let people say you're cringe. Be cringe.
Be cringe. Okay? Be who you are. Be lovingly on the spectrum in a non-obnoxious way. Be authentic. Because everyone... Even, who was I talking to the other day? Someone said, it was the guy I was helping. He said, if you watch kids nowadays, he's like, they all move and look the same. And I remember I told Danny once, they all have the same hoodies, they all have the same pajama pants, they walk the same, they talk the same, they move the same. They are a group thing, and that's exactly what the group...
Literally, that is what the freaking, the big bad, and the whole patriarchy, that's what they want you to do. They want you to be sheep.
They want you to straight
fit
sheep.
in your role, be a sheep.
And stay in there. And suffer and die when I tell you.
Be in your box.
You know what?
And it's really working on these kids. They're perfectly putting them in a box.
God, and we gotta
if
deal
you
with them in
have a
society.
kid, please give them some crayons. Let them draw. Give them books to read.
Give them a book, something, please.
Let
God,
them write stories. Be nice to them, please, about it.
Encourage them to ask questions.
Yes.
Hard ones, awkward ones.
Please don't just throw them a tablet or a phone.
Bro, I saw that the other day at oh my God, at a restaurant, bro. Bro, I almost took the kid's tablet and tossed it against the wall, bro. Like, kid must have been Itachi age 7 or something. I wanted to freaking scream, bro. I'm like, oh my God, sit there and be in the moment with your family, bro. You're on this giant ass tablet, it's bigger than your head. I'm like, oh my
goodness. And then they grow up and then they're detached.
Oh, and then we gotta deal with them.
They can't interact with people properly.
Jesus, I can't deal with it, bro. I can't do it no more. I'm tired of telling people, oh, they have this, they have that. No. So, your camera good?
Yeah, I'm making sure the battery's fine.
Okay, all right, cool. So that's just a long rant of like just be more woke and not in the annoying way, but like.
What kind of annoying way?
Yeah, I guess in an annoying way. Yeah. Question your government. Question everything. Stop taking everything as fact when these people tell you this is what happened. Question everything. Assassin's Creed has a great saying, nothing is true, everything is permitted. You know what that means? Ask freaking questions. Nothing is true. Everything is just permitted by what people tell you or what you want to accept as true, but ask questions.
Look at everything past the surface.
Yes,
because
everything
a lot of
people
do like surface level, and then they're like, yeah, I'm not going past this surface level. I'm gonna just leave it here.
Yes, so please.
No, go research. Please. Look more into things.
And to be honest, if this video makes it on YouTube, we might get like, threats from the government.
Watch it just get shadow banned.
This might get shadow banned, but you know what? If we're gonna be a Star Wars channel, right? The rebellion starts here. I'm announcing it. The rebellion starts here. We're gonna talk about Star Wars. We're also gonna talk about we're gonna intricate what Star Wars means, which means open your mind and fighting the big bad when you know they're wrong. We can't be sheep anymore, and that comes from me, her, and all of you, whoever watching.
And we always could do better.
We always could do better. George, do better. You could do better than that. I know you can do better than that. And I honestly like. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired, bro. Life could be so much fun and better. People just lock in and unite. But the government specifically does certain things to make sure nobody's on the same page, and that's how they keep you controlled. That's how the Empire keeps people controlled with their propaganda. Again, watch Andor. Andor is like a blueprint to like the world that's going on right now. Star Wars is a blueprint to what's going on in the world. Just watch when you watch Star Wars, watch it. Don't watch it like this. Put your eyes open and watch it. That's all we're asking for. And watch this channel.
Go beyond the surface.
But D4, we've been yapping for too long. But honestly, I enjoyed this. I enjoy when we just kind of yap.
And I'm sure some people will enjoy it too. Some people will hate it.
Some people will hate it.
Okay.
But this is what makes good podcasting material. So if they want to listen to us yap about Star Wars and any other thing you want to yap about, what do they got to do, D4?
You got to make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, make sure you hit right ding ding, and leave a comment. Tell us how you feel about any of the news we said about the discussion of AI.
Anything.
Tell us, or just say hi. Doesn't matter. Just say hi.
Say hi. It starts with a hi. People when I used to do the dating apps, they're like, "Are you guys high?" I'm like, "What you want me to do? Dance?" We start with a high.
Start with a hi.
We start with a hi. We work our way up.
Start with a good morning.
Start with a good morning. Start with a how are you? That's how we start. How you doing? So it's okay to start with that. We are.
Make sure to subscribe to Hamtainment. He streams.
Yep.
I don't know. Do you still do Twitch? I don't know.
I do Twitch basically when I don't feel like talking or being, because I'm an introvert extrovert. Some days I feel like I want to be with people. Some days I want to be in the shadow and just leave me alone. So when I stream on Twitch, I will stream straight to my PlayStation, and that's when I'll stream on Twitch. But for the most part, I'm trying to keep it more to YouTube because Twitch is a cesspool of crime and villainy. I'm not trying to support that platform as much as I can. So, and I've been doing pretty good on Hamtainment so far.
Yeah, so make sure to stop on by.
Yeah, please do. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. All the vibe you get from this channel, you get from here. I'm trying to get more people to do podcasts for sports, like my cousin and some of my friends. So I'll see what they say. But mainly it's just going to be me. I'm going to be the main face or voice that you hear on that channel and streaming. The next game I'll stream is actually a Star Wars game on there, but it will be on the gaming channel, the Zero Company one, which we've got to talk about it, but that's fine. I'll stream that game on Hamtainment, and then the VOD will go up on the gaming channel, and I'll try to cut clips for shorts for like the main channel. Yes. So just to keep everyone intertwined with the Star Wars thing. So I'm actually excited for that, the XCOM Star Wars game.
We'll see.
Yeah, but thank you guys for listening to us. Yeah, your ears off. We appreciate it. We hope, if anything, we're trying to be the little change in the world that people really need. And I know we're a small channel. Hopefully we get big enough to where more people can hear us and more people can hear our voices. Cause like I'm at the stage now where, you know what? I wanna be a rebel fighter. I'm gonna be a rebel fighter until I die or someone takes me out, because like I'm sick of people struggling. I love people, and people can be very annoying. Don't get me wrong, but I love people, and I helped a very, very good guy the other day. That's why I couldn't go to the early voting with my compadre here. But like just talking to him and being with him in the moment, like he's one of those few people who are like, God, I hope he wins. But like he's not winning because he's one of those people that thinks and feels. And I realize,
and the more you think, the more they'll be against you.
Yeah, and
they don't want people thinking.
Yeah, the more life will beat you up. But that shouldn't be how it is. The villain shouldn't win. The presidents of the United States, the prime ministers of wherever, the prime ministers of Paraguay, people like those should not win. Senators like that should not win. It should be the people and the people who feel, and that's what we're trying to do. We're gonna be the little change in the world. So thank you guys for hearing us. Yeah, we appreciate anybody who's listening, anybody who's commenting, all of that stuff.
Be kind.
Please,
be kind,
don't be
people.
nice, be kind, and share it if you believe in the same thoughts. And if we even open up one mind today in this podcast, then we did our job. But we appreciate you guys, and as always, may the Force be with you, and know when to fight, but fight the good fight. We'll see you next time. Peace.